Hello everyone, my name is Clay and today we will solve important ultrasound sonography MCQs. So we have first one, diagnostic ultrasonography is a pulsed echo imaging technique based on option A we have sonar, option B magnetic field, option C gamma rays, option D we have beta rays. So the correct answer is option A. Sonar full form is sound navigation and ranging system. Okay, a magnetic field used in MRI and gamma rays in nuclear medicine. Okay, so we have next MCQs. All numbers other than 0 have a reciprocal. This statement is option A true or option B false. So this statement is also true, and reciprocal of 1 is also 1. So these MCQs, electromagnetic radiations are X-rays, radio waves, light या all. So the correct answer is all. इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक ऐसी रेडिएशन होती हैं जिनके पास जिनको गुजरने के लिए किसी मीडियम की ज़रूरत नहीं होती. सो लेकिन जो अल्ट्रासाउंड है वो मैकेनिकल वेव्स हैं, इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक नहीं हैं. सो द नेक्स्ट MCQs इज स्कैनिंग फ्रिक्वेंसी रेंज यूज्ड फॉर आइस अल्ट्रासाउंड. सो द करेक्ट ऑप्शन ए है 2 to 5 megahertz, option B 3 to 10 kilohertz, option C 7 to 15 megahertz, option D none. So the correct answer is 7 to 15 megahertz. So next MCQs, lower frequencies have lower resolution but dash penetration. जो लोअर फ्रिक्वेंसीज होती हैं उनकी रेजोल्यूशन जो होती है पुअर होती है, लेकिन जो पेनिट्रेशन पावर होती है उनकी ऑप्शन ए हाई, ऑप्शन बी लो, ऑप्शन सी बोथ, ऑप्शन डी नन. So the correct answer is they have low frequencies, have low resolution but high penetration power. Option A, higher penetration. Okay, we have next MCQs. The unit for the PRF is pulse repetition frequency. So option A watt, option B hertz, option C Pascal, option D kilometer. So the correct answer is hertz. It is also the unit of frequency. Watt unit है power का और pressure का unit है Pascal. Or we have next MCQs. The sample for acoustic impedance is option A X, Y, A, Z. So the correct answer is Z, option D. So we have next MCQs. Change in the direction of transmitted sound wave is known as refraction, reflection, scattering, and none. So the correct answer is refraction, option A. So we have next MCQs. Lead zirconate titanate is abbreviated as BZT, PZT, XTU, या LZT. So the correct answer is PZT. Leads is PB, zirconate Z, and titanate for T. So the correct answer is B. So we have next MCQs. The damping block keeps the pulse high, short, normal, or all. So the correct answer is damping block keeps the pulse short, option B. So we have next MCQs. Lateral resolution is also called as transverse resolution. This statement is true or false. So the correct answer is this is a true statement. And axial resolution is also called as longitudinal resolution. Okay, so we have next MCQs. FD is equal to 2FT V cos theta over C. In this equation, this is the equation of Doppler shift frequency. So in this equation, C is velocity of blood, speed of sound, frequency, none. So the correct answer is C is speed of sound, option B. Velocity of blood is V and frequency is Doppler frequency is FD, and FT is transmitted frequency, and 2 is negligible. So we have next MCQs. Axial resolution is dependent on PSV, EDV, STL, SPL, peak systolic velocity, end diastolic velocity, या spatial pulse length. So the correct answer is D. Axial resolution is dependent on spatial pulse length. So we have next MCQs. Ring down artifact is produced by option A surgical clips, metals, only gas, या none. So ring down artifact कैसे प्रोड्यूस होता है? So इसका करेक्ट आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, ओनली गैस से प्रोड्यूस होता है ये आर्टिफैक्ट. So we have next MCQs. Formation of shadows at the edge of structures. Option A acoustic shadowing, acoustic enhancement, edge shadowing, या D focal bending. सो एज से हमें याद रहेगा, इसका करेक्ट आंसर है एज शेडोइंग, ऑप्शन सी. So we have next MCQs. Aliasing can usually be corrected by decreasing the pulse time, increasing the PRF, increasing the frequency, या D all. So the correct answer is increasing the pulse repetition frequency. Aliasing artifact can be corrected. Option B. So we have next MCQs. Another name of ghosting artifact is aliasing, twinkling, flash, or clutter. So the correct answer is flash. So we have next MCQs. The unit of mechanical index is watt, Pascal, Tesla या none. So we know that watt पावर का यूनिट है, पास्कल प्रेशर का, और टेस्ला मैग्नेटिक फील्ड स्ट्रेंथ का. मेरे फेवरेट साइंटिस्ट टेस्ला. और यहाँ पे पूछा गया यूनिट ऑफ मैकेनिकल इंडेक्स, तो उनका यूनिट है वो यूनिट लेस होता है, इसका कोई यूनिट नहीं होता, तो नन. ओके, फ्रेंसल जोन इज आल्सो कॉल्ड नियर जोन, नियर फील्ड, ऑल या नन. सो इसका करेक्ट ऑप्शन है सी. फ्रेंसल जोन को हम नियर जोन भी कहते हैं और नियर फील्ड भी कहते हैं. ओके, द डैश ट्रांसड्यूसर एंड क्रॉसपैनिंग फील्ड ऑफ एक्साइटेशन एक्साइट्स मॉलिक्यूल्स इन द ट्रेडिशनल पाई शेप्ड फील्ड, 1 डायमेंशनल, 2 डायमेंशनल, 3 डायमेंशनल या 4 डायमेंशनल. सो इसका करेक्ट आंसर है 2 डायमेंशनल. So next MCQs, which of the following types of tissue would have the lowest mean propagation velocity? Air, fat, blood, water. So the correct answer is option A. Air के अंदर सबसे कम होती है propagation velocity. So next MCQs, 1 atmosphere is equal to 10 kilopascal, 50 kilopascal, 75 kilopascal या 100 kilopascal. So the correct answer is option D, 100 kilopascal. Okay, when C2 greater than C1, total reflection can occur when the angle of incidence is dash than the critical angle, less, equal to, you see है greater. So the correct answer is when the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, total reflection occur होती है. So next MCQs, which of following is not a factor determining spatial resolution? Option A, frequency. Option B, transmit intensity. Option C, pulse interval. Option D, acquisition. So the correct answer is option D, acquisition. पे डिपेंड नहीं करती spatial resolution. Okay, next MCQs we have attenuation increases as frequency increases या decreases. So the correct answer is attenuation increase होती है जैसे frequency increase हो, इन दोनों का direct relation है. So next MCQs we have ultrasound is a reflection of soft tissues only, hard tissues only, C, both soft and hard tissues only, या D, hard muscles only. So ultrasound is a reflection of both soft and hard tissues. Next MCQs are the waves used in the sonography is infrared waves, microwaves, sound waves या ultrasonic waves. So the correct answer is option D, ultrasonic waves यूज़ की जाती हैं सोनोग्राफी में. सो नेक्स्ट MCQs है व्हाट इज़ द वेवलेंथ ऑफ अल्ट्रासाउंड इन वाटर, 1.5 mm, 3 mm, 4.5 mm या 6.0 mm. सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज़ ऑप्शन ए, 1.5 mm. So next MCQs, what is the average speed of ultrasound in human soft tissue at 37 centigrade? Option A, 1540 meters per second, 1540 miles per second, 1540 feet per second, or 1,54,000 meters per minute. So the correct answer is 1540 meters per second, option A. So we have next MCQs. The following are properties of ultrasound waves as applied in medical imaging except they are longitudinal. Absolutely, ultrasound waves are longitudinal, they are acoustic, they are electromagnetic, or they depend upon the medium through which it propagates. So ultrasound waves are not electromagnetic waves, they are mechanical. So the correct answer is option C. So we have next MCQs. The period of an ultrasound wave is the time at which it is no longer detectable, the number of times the wave is repeated per second, the time to complete one cycle, the speed of the wave. So the correct answer is the time to complete one cycle. So we have next MCQs. Sonographic findings of acute appendicitis except option A, we have non-compressible blind-ended tube that measures more than millimeter in diameter, or more than 6 millimeter in diameter from outer wall to outer wall. Yeah, it is. Option B, echogenic structure within the lumen of appendix, appendicolith. ये भी नज़र आता है हमें. Option C, gut signature. Yet option D, hyperemic flow within the wall of the inflamed appendix. So A, B and D are the sonographic features of acute appendicitis, but option C is not. So the correct answer is option C, gut signature. So we have next MCQs. If the frequency of sound is between 20 Hz and 20 kHz, what is it called? X-rays, audible sounds, ultrasound या infrasound. So the correct answer is option B, audible sounds, जो हम सुन सकते हैं इंसान. So next MCQs. X-rays are only reflected by soft surfaces, thick surfaces, thin surfaces या hard surfaces. So the correct answer is option D, hard surfaces. एक एक्सरे का भी क्वेश्चन आ गया. Okay, we have next one. A component of our body that reflects X-ray is known as heart, bones, stomach, brain. So bones जो होती हैं वो रिफ्लेक्ट करती हैं एक्सरे को. So we have next MCQs. What direction is the motion of particles in a longitudinal wave? The motion of particles is parallel to the axis of wave propagation. The motion of particles is perpendicular to the axis of wave propagation. Motion of particles travel counterclockwise ellipse to the axis of wave propagation. Motion of particles travel to the surface vibrating particles. So जो longitudinal waves होती हैं वो उनकी motion of particles is parallel to the axis of wave propagation. और जो ट्रांसफर्स होती हैं उनकी होती है perpendicular to the axis of wave propagation. So next MCQs we have volume redistribution of liver is a sonographic feature seen in amoebic abscess, cyst, cirrhosis या metastasis. So the correct answer is ये हमें नज़र आता है volume redistribution cirrhosis में, liver cirrhosis. Okay, bye bye, thank you.